Funding for Schaffrillas is provided by Belgium. Just the entire nation of Belgium sponsored this video.
Woo! I thought this was never gonna come out. Yes, it's been a long and arduous yellow brick road to get to this. The
Playmobil
Movie. The movie that I thought looked cool. Conceptually and animation-wise, that is. I didn't really care much for the humor in the trailer, which seems to be a common sentiment. But I also didn't really feel like I needed to check it out right away, because I don't care about
Playmobil.
Then the movie started getting insanely good reviews, which really caught my attention. It can't be that good. It's that good. Holy shit, is this an amazing movie. With a really interesting story about this wonderful relationship Princess Peach forms with her adoptive
Purple Bazinga Man
son, being stalked by the literal personification of
imposter syndrome.
Oh my god. Syndrome, one of the best DreamWorks villains. Probably one of the scariest bad guys to ever come out of the studio. I was legitimately tensed up watching his scenes. I pretty much liked all the characters in this movie. Never once was I disappointed to cut away to a different character because I genuinely found all of them to be so entertaining. Charlie's struggle with his mortality and inability to live up to his own legend is super interesting, as is his relationship with a female tiger. I didn't even care for her that much in the first movie, but here I really like the idea that she can't trust anyone and needs to learn to open herself up a bit. It's nice that they don't beat you over the head with that message like they do in a certain shitty Disney movie. I'm sure kids can pick up on that too.
Kids are smarter than you think.
Okay, back to talking about good movie. I was really expecting to find this dog that follows Princess Peach annoying. Like I was bracing for it. But no, the dog was actually extremely charming and likable. There's also fire and water, but I never really felt much chemistry between them. They seemed more like very good friends. But the intentions behind it are still there, and they're still really sweet. Peter Dinklage Monkey was definitely the funniest character in the movie to me. I loved the bits with Manny, and all the surprisingly gruesome deaths of his henchmen were hilarious, and the vocal performance was really good. And of course, a true tour de force in the animation department. The fight scenes in this movie are nothing short of amazing. The colors, the intensity, the precision. Obviously they're pulling a lot from Spider-Verse, even more so than the bad guys did. In general, this is probably one of the most creative and ambitious movies I've ever seen in my life. I can certainly see where all of the immensely high praise is coming from with this film, though I'll admit I do have a couple of problems with it. For starters, I also just don't think
Purple Bazinga Man
is that interesting of a character, unfortunately. There were times where it kind of felt a little like an autism metaphor, which I really liked. They kind of dropped this after one scene, however, and he's not really as interesting after that. But once it got moving, it was an incredibly engaging thrill ride that shattered my expectations completely. Anyway, go see
this Playmobil movie
in theaters now. I need this movie to do well so that DreamWorks makes more
Playmobil
movies. 10 out of 10, go see it.
Now, the reason I'm opening this review by saying that is because I want to encourage you to check out this real movie instead of the worst Pixar of all time, because good God, Toy Story 3 is next level bad. It truly astounds me that if you added Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs to the Pixar catalog, it would still only be the second worst Pixar movie thanks to the existence of this travesty. And they added Ewan McGregor, who turns into Sid the Sloth because that's more realistic. This is the realistic Toy Story, you guys, I swear. But you want to know the actual worst part of this movie? The thing that really makes me loathe it more than every other Pixar movie combined? It's the editing. I did not edit any of the shit you're seeing on screen right now. This is all how it looks in the movie. It's abominable. I hate it beyond all capacity for rational thought.